Choosing which animes to watch nowadays has honestly gotten harder and harder with the amount of amazing anime getting released every year. From the chill slice of life to the truly bizarre action shows, every genre within the medium is getting represented in some way, shape, or form with decent anime, that it's almost impossible to track what's out there that's worth watching. But there are some shows that just belong in the Mount Rushmore of must-watch anime for people newer to the space, who haven't had a chance to experience some of the peak out there yet. So today, I'm gonna recommend 5 must-watch animes for newcomers and lifelong anime fans alike, where once you watch them, you'll understand why people glaze them so much. And don't worry, all of these shows are either available to watch on Netflix or Crunchyroll, and of course all of the other platforms those of you on the high seas watch anime on. Coming in at number 5, One Punch Man. This is one of the easiest animes to recommend, with its almost nonsensical plot and absolutely banger fight scenes that are beautifully animated. You get exactly what the title of the anime says, and frankly it over-delivers on that promise. Where the main character is a mix between Johnny Sins and Goku if he actually locked the fuck in. Saitama is a perfect reflection of what happens when you have zero obstacles standing in your way, but don't absolutely become full of yourself like some of the characters I know.
Is this nigga serious?
Which allows him to stay relatable and hilarious while remaining completely busted. He takes a crap on all of the typical main character conventions that have ever existed in anime, since he doesn't have a depressing backstory, an overpowered dad, or some crazy lineage, and is just a simple dude who grinded so hard that his hair fell off. There's a perfect mix between action and comedy in this show, where most of the hero side characters, if they existed in their own universes, would be main characters, but have to come to terms with the fact that Mr. Clean is the strongest person in the verse. And the anime avoids all the typical traps that would prevent a newbie from watching the anime, with no dreaded training arcs, no garbage filler episodes, only 12 episodes long for the first season, and relatively zero fan service compared to other animes. You really can't go wrong. If you enjoyed the video so far, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel out and lets me know you guys enjoy the content. Anyway, on to the next anime. On number 4, Jujutsu Kaisen. If you wanted to watch a show that embodies the spirit of let's take this outside, and what it feels like to genuinely have ops lurking around every corner, Jujutsu Kaisen has all of that and then some, with its non-stop action sequences and some of the most downright dirty combo pieces I've ever seen in my life. The animators take this to the point where I want to say that this anime has some of the best animated fight scenes in the game, which makes sense due to how they have the animators on Mappa slaving away to create these pieces of art. Not to mention the crazy cast of side characters that carry the show so hard, like the lovable genius brute who hallucinates about girl idols, my man Toto, or the one and only honored one, Go. Huh? I said Go. Anyway, the batshit insanity of the show leads to it having one of the most diabolical meme subcultures that you'll eventually get yourself into after witnessing peak. There are a lot of critiques about the show though, like borrowing a lot of concepts from other shonen anime and manga. For example, Naruto, with Yuji having an evil pet inside of his body, or the edgy best friend with dark hair that every other shonen MC has or is. But the way the anime is able to take its own swing at things and go above and beyond when it comes to the setup, storytelling, and execution of everything, proves why it's one of the best in the business. On number 3, Ranking of Kings. Do not let the simple and cutesy art style of this anime fool you. It is far, far from that. The same studio that brought us Vinland Saga and 3 seasons of Attack on Titan created this anime, so don't sleep on this one. It's almost like a Disney fairy tale with the way the story comes off so endearing until you get further into it and realize this anime has sinister plot lines, incredible world building, excellently written side characters with deep motivations and ties to one another, and a deaf main character who doesn't say a word for the entire show, but at the end of it, you feel like you know him more than you know yourself. It is a bit more of a dialogue heavy and character focused anime compared to the other ones I've recommended thus far, but it has some of the best storytelling from a 24 episode anime, with side characters that are so well written that you hate them in the beginning, but wind up loving them in the end. Well, some of them after you watch this show. I know I've been glazing this anime, but it ticks all of the boxes that make an anime truly great and really deserves a watch. On number 2, we have Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, in my opinion, is the perfect prototypical Shonen Jump anime, with its fast pacing and rarely any moments of
5 minutes. That's how long you have.
followed by 10 episodes of the plot not progressing at all? There's no crazy premise for the plot like some other animes where you have to keep track of seemingly random plot points that'll have deep significance in the future. The anime has a simple power system with almost none of the typical power scaling BS that comes along with them, and can honestly be summarized as samurais fighting undead monsters with superb animation and character design. The anime also has the King of Pop himself as the main villain, along with all of the other demons who have interesting backstories that make you truly feel for them even after they've killed hundreds of people. It's pure shonen all the way through, filled with heart and emotion that will have you crying at the end of some episodes and jumping for absolute joy during others. It's like Naruto, if all of the filler didn't exist. On number 1, we have One Piece! Just kidding, it's Hunter x Hunter. I know there have been a decent number of shonens on my list, and that's why I'm recommending
another one.
One Piece and Naruto are both hard to recommend with their astronomical episode counts, and the need to have a wiki by your side as you watch so you don't accidentally watch a filler episode. But Hunter x Hunter is the closest to those two anime where it has an approachable episode count, being only 6 seasons long, and is one of the greatest anime I, and plenty of others, have had the pleasure of watching. The anime is so good that I've even made an individual video about it linked up above. However, the one thing I will say is that this anime is able to take all the tropes that make the animes I recommended before so good, while completely flipping them on their head, and contains one of the best power systems in anime that lends to some of the craziest scenarios you wouldn't believe you were witnessing with your very eyes. With main characters so goofy yet so driven and motivated by their goals and ambitions that you honestly can't wait to see what they do next. Needless to say, I highly recommend Hunter x Hunter. Those are the 5 animes I recommend you watch if you're completely new to anime or just need a new anime to watch. If you made it this far, please slap that like and subscribe button if you want to see more anime and gaming content from me, and comment down below. I also stream on Twitch and YouTube almost every day, so if you're not sick of me, feel free to tune in. Links are in the description below. Alright, that's it from me. Stay safe, moment out, peace!